Alright guys, here it is finished, and I don't think I've ever been so happy to get a model finished as this one. This has been a literal nightmare to put together. For something different, this part right back to here, right here is almost just like the car shop in my previous video, and but I wanted something a little bit different, so I decided to add the back thing on there, and that has proven to be one big pain. It's a cool looking model. It's really big, as you can see. My hand, I have a pretty big hand, long fingers, but this has definitely had some snags to it, and I would definitely say, if you're thinking about getting this model and wanting to add that back piece onto it, be prepared for some extensive kit bashing and alterations to get it to match everything. And it's still not aligned on the base properly. It won't align on the base properly because of the crane joints, supports and stuff like that. But I'm gonna repaint the roof and everything. I have to spray paint some stuff and detail it and clean it up some. But this has been a pure D headache. It was going good until the back portion of the building. When I started delving into that, hang on, trying to turn this around, and the roof is not on. I mean, the roof's on, but it's not glued down, I should say, because I'm going to I will be lighting this inside, and but here's the back view. Right here, it's a little peg that supposedly fits in here, but because of the joints, if you can see in there, there's a black bar that runs across the window right there. That's where one of the crane sits, and travels back and forth. And there's one here on the front, and it just wasn't. So I just had to chop this whole piece off and then cut this with the X-Acto down and shave it, the thickness about down to like that, to get it to go into an opening that's down under there. I do that for both sides. And these little mullions here, right there, up here, they didn't even fit. There's a little tab slot that's supposed to fit in here. It's two sides. There's a little opening. It's supposed to slide in there. That didn't even work. I had to cut all those off, and they're just laying there flat. And but the roof, surprisingly or not, I went ahead and did like the instructions said and put the black things on. Those go on next to last, and they're just slotted. And they just slide down in there, and it did pretty good. I was surprised. It fit. You know, it went in between the corner edges and stuff like that over here, and it actually just slid right in. I was rather happy, and it's a good tight seam on it. But I definitely have to clean it up and stuff. I can see some glue marks, get some alcohol and take all that off. But it's a real big model. I mean I'm happy with it, but whew, the headache was and it gives you the option, if you want, you can see the opening back there, the door. I left it open because I figured I could just have some rolling stock coming out the other side. I didn't want it, because if you put the door on there, it's in there. The front gives you options to put like swing doors, old wooden doors on it, but I chose just to leave them open because I'm gonna have a bunch of rolling stock and stuff in there. Crew's working, but it's impressive. It's gonna look good on the layout once I get it all weathered and painted and stuff. But let me and it's heavy. It is a very heavy model. But let me see if I can get down in here so you guys can see. If you see the beams up there that run across the top, that's where I'm going to run my lighting. There's two of them that run across the top, and that's where my lighting will go. And the gray sticks that I was asking about earlier in the first video, those are actually part of the crane supports for the other side. And if you see that the black